What is up, guys? We are back with day 4 of Elden Ring week, and we're gonna hopefully make some good progress today. And as I stated on my YouTube shorts, I am going to be taking a break all next week. I was gonna try to do Watch Dogs week. Um, but just overall, like I realized, and just this week has just been very tough mentally. Just a lot just is on the plate. So, and it's also a thing where I kind of let things kind of come to a head and then deciding to take a break as opposed to just realizing that I just need to plan my breaks better to prevent this type of thing from happening. So that's pretty much just where I'm at. Just burnout from work, burnout from a lot of things, socially and just mentally very burnt out. So just need to plan my breaks better and just overall take care of myself. Like I need to start preaching or following the advice that I preach, especially when I'm here talking about like, taking care of yourself, getting rest, drinking water, and the only thing I'm doing is drinking water. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much just the game plan. I'm gonna take a break. I've been just going hard with constant uploads. You guys know how I operate. I'll do like uploads every day, and it's very fulfilling. It absolutely is fun to be able to create things that people are gonna end up wanting to see. And on top of that, like people, I'm getting good feedback. I'm getting people that are like, hey, your videos are good, you're making good content, I like seeing your stuff, I've gotten a lot of eyes on my stuff. So it is absolutely very fulfilling. But it is also like I created basically a giant schedule for myself of, constant uploads, daily uploads. Um, a couple months back, I was doing like 2 uploads a day and just really flooding people's feed. And now I think I have like a basic, like, not an overwhelming amount of content, but also just for myself, I created just a very stacked schedule. So I needed to start, taking care of myself and following the stuff that I preach in terms of, you know, it's Mental Health Month. You got to take care of yourselves, guys. It's like I always say, don't overexert yourself if that can be avoided. And that could have absolutely been avoided instead of just me deciding, oh, I need to take a break. I've been going way too hard with uploads. So just, yeah, next week there won't be any game uploads. So be sure to check out my archives. I have a lot there. I'm going to try to do some shorts and maybe some gameplay. Do some shorts and maybe some streams. Like I do still want to do some Tony Hawk pre-order streams. Just because like I really enjoy having like a skating game. That's exactly what I want. And I also might maybe record some videos for the backlog with those. Yeah, so just overall, yeah, next week is just going to be a break week. And then the week after, we're going to do the Death Stranding pre-order stream. So the the break might just go into when the Death Stranding, excuse me, when the Death Stranding pre-order comes in. Oh. So I'm trying not to use magic with trying to take out the Tree Sentinel. I've gotten some feedback recently of like some varying things that I can try. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna try not to use magic because I was told that, like, especially in Elden Ring, like magic kind of isn't the move at the beginning. Like it can be used, but it'll be very, very difficult to use. So we're gonna see how this goes. Today's video might just be Tree Sentinel content because I'm gonna really try to defeat this guy. I'm really gonna try it this time, guys. As I say that, I get destroyed. And yeah, guys, so I also uploaded the final AEW clips. So there won't be wrestling content for a while unless I manage to go to another event, which I don't think that there is one until like the 21st, which I believe is next week at the time of recording. And just, I'm going to be doing also 6 days in a row for, I think, the work week after next. So it's going to be really, I wouldn't be able to go even if I tried. But, you know, there's always a good possibility. So we shall see if there will be any wrestling events in the future. But the only thing I can know of is that there will be Duke City Championship Wrestling that I went to go see, I think, back in March or May. Like, I know that they're going to be running events because they have more backing, because shoutouts to Billy Corgan. But Billy Corgan really has done a lot for New Mexico wrestling in terms of just creating a place for like there to be more eyes, because there is there's always like an independent wrestling company in like most states. It's just the following is either not there, or they don't have like good backing, they don't have like names, they don't have eyes. So with the fact that there's, you know, Billy Corgan is backing New Mexico Championship or Duke City Championship Wrestling, we definitely have a lot more eyes. And I think the event I went to, I actually got to buy their T-shirt. I got to meet Natalia Marikova, who is an NWA name. I've seen her on Power. And a little bit of a weird situation that happened there is when I went to go buy her shirt, I thought I had lost the money that I was going to get like one more shirt with. So I had to break out Cash App, and then the Cash App was taking forever. And like one thing you realize is that you don't want to be the wrestling fan that, like, you know, wrestlers are going to talk about on a podcast and be like, oh, this guy was just so annoying. So I was definitely worried about that, because it was like, yeah, I was just tired. I had been there for like at the very least like 4 hours in terms of like going to a wrestling event. So it was like I was tired and I wasn't like pulling up Cash App fast enough, and then I was doing it was just overall a mess. But yeah, I got to meet her and then got to really showcase some names. Some of the names were also at JCW, which I went to in March. So just overall, we're getting a bigger wrestling presence, which is nice. It's always good. But we're still in the beginning stages, so like having AEW here was a big deal, and then they worked with one of the dudes that was at Duke City Championship Wrestling. He had a dark match, so shout out to Manny Lemons. So yeah, we might have more wrestling content. You know, that's always on the table, because I'm definitely gonna try to go to events. So always be sure to stay tuned. If I go to anything, I'll be sure to let you guys know. You guys know how I operate. And I'm also going to try not to roll too much because I know that I definitely do it a lot, but I should just be spamming more attacks. So it's all just a matter of like timing, precision, seeing the patterns. Kind of went a little haywire at that first one. This is also how like bare bones I am as like as I've been saying like I'm a very bare bones like savage when it comes to Soulsborne games. Like it's like I'm spending a lot of time just on grinding and not really boss fights, but just like getting my numbers up and then just like spamming magic and in the case of Bloodborne, basically spamming any kind of like weapons which are not like ideal for anything, but I made it the distance in Bloodborne just with like weapons alone. I'm an idiot. I had no idea that there was item crafting in the menu. Holy sh! Oh my! Oh man! All right. Yeah, I don't know why. I man, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, we're gonna see if this in fact makes a difference. And we'll also upgrade the stuff. All right, we're gonna double wield weapons. Let's go. So we have more. So we have more stuff in the inventory. We're gonna see if it makes a difference. Because I did not even know that there was, as you guys saw, there was not even item crafting that I was aware of. Because I'm so used in Dark Souls 2, I think there's like a specific spot that you have to go to like infuse your weapons and stuff like that. So I'm just always used to, oh yeah, I don't know where that is, so I'm gonna just, I'm just gonna ride with this for a while. Oh geez, yeah, I might be over encumbered, boys. Yeah, let's fix a lot of what we got going on here, boys. We have a lot, because those rolls were terrible. I don't pay much attention when I'm in Soulsborne games, guys. Alright, boys. Let's see if we can hit it with fire. Let's hit it with this fire pot. Because we're going to try a couple of different things. Be damned if I don't defeat this man by the end of this week. Alright, let's balance. Since we're not going to be using magic, let's go ahead and just prioritize the flasks. Alright, boys. So we're going to try this, and we're going to see if we can have a better chance here. I just really need to start noticing the patterns a lot more. Alright, let's prioritize our our loadout a little bit. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm a lone wolf. I don't have time for that. Okay. We'll go after this one, and then we'll probably call it quits for today. And hopefully we can make some damage. Man. Well, I think at the very least today I learned some. I learned that you can craft, you can switch your loadout a little bit more. I actually have weapons this time around. So yeah, guys, so today that was pretty much it. Just more Tree Sentinel grinding. I'm sure I'm not paying attention to stuff, but I'm getting there at the very least. I'm not utilizing magic. I'm trying to get muscle memory down better when it comes to games like this. And yeah, guys, so the plan for this week is I'm gonna do more, just finish out Elden Ring week. Premiere on Friday. Probably not Saturday. Saturday will probably just be an upload, but it will be posted same time, 5 p.m. MST. Week after is going to be break week, so be sure to check out my archives in the meantime. I'm going to try to do some streams and shorts, but no promises. And then we got Death Stranding 2 pre-order stream the week after. I should be getting the pre-order in by the 23rd, which I believe I work that day, but I will still do a nighttime stream, probably 9 p.m. PST, maybe later. So be sure to stay tuned for that. No more AEW clips, but the last few have been uploaded, so be sure to go ahead and check those out, guys. If you want to check out my Elden Ring progress, I'll be sure to link the playlist in the description. Be sure to follow my socials, my PSN. Those will be in the description as well. Be sure to take care of yourselves, guys. Drink some water, get some rest. Whole nine. Take care of yourselves, as I apparently didn't, which is why I'm taking the break week next week. So be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the support, the likes, the shares, the whole nine. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day.